Good morning, everybody. The Housing, Urban Development, Zoning Committee will be called to order for December 7th, 2021. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderwoman Davis.
Present.
Alderman Cone. Alderman Coder. Alderwoman Boyd.
Present.
Alderman Muhammad. Alderwoman Martin.
Present.
Alderman Narayan.
Present.
Alderwoman Evans.
Present.
Chairman Boyd.
Present.
6 present, you have quorum.
All righty. I'll entertain a motion on the approval of the minutes for November the 16th and November the 30th.
So
Anyone
moved.
will make a motion? Okay, thank you, Alderman Narayan. Can we get a second?
Second.
So it's been moved in a second. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderwoman Davis.
Aye.
Alderman Cone. Alderman Coder. Alderwoman Boyd.
Aye.
Alderman Muhammad. Alderwoman Martin.
Present. I mean, aye, sorry.
Alderman Narayan.
Aye.
Alderwoman Evans.
Aye.
Chairman Boyd.
Aye.
6 aye votes.
Oh, by your vote, you approved the minutes for November 16th and 30th. We have a very long agenda today, everybody. Thanks to Alderman Bret Narayan, Board Bill 133. Madam Clerk, would you read the preamble to Board Bill 133?
Board Bill 133, sponsored by Alderman Bret Narayan, an ordinance recommended by the Planning Commission on November 3rd, 2021, to change the zoning of property as indicated on district map from J Industrial District to the A Single Family Dwelling District in City Block 5095, 7150 Wellington Court, so as to include the described parcel of land in City Block 5095 and contain the severability, an emergency clause.
Okay, Alderman Narayan, you're up on Board Bill 133 before the committee.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee. This board bill is a pretty straightforward board bill. In 2008, the HUDZ purchased a parcel of land from Diversified Foam, which makes custom foam products over here in the 24th Ward. They purchased this parcel, which is essentially their side yard, and they would like to change the zoning of it from the J Industrial District to the A Single Family Dwelling District, just to roll it in with their home. And I went and personally took a look at this. It makes a lot of sense. There's just kind of a small open piece of grass across the street from Diversified Foam. MSD owns a portion of it, and the HUDZ own this section, which I guess I'll call their side yard for lack of better words at the moment. I believe that this is the right play for this parcel of land. It makes the most sense, I think. It's not a large enough piece of land that you would build anything additional that is industrial on it, particularly not with the proximity to the family home. So with that, I would be happy to answer any questions or to have Ms. Burton or Ms. Nadeau speak further on the issue.
Okay, I'm gonna ask Mary Burton to speak just a little bit for technical, educational purposes, because I know J is probably the least restricted and going to more restricted. A would be a little more restricted, a single family home. So explain to us why we would want to do this. I know we talk about it in planning commission meetings, but explain why we would want to do this.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. So the A is the single family zoning district, and that is our most restrictive zoning district. J is the next to the least restrictive. There's actually a zoning district called K, unrestricted, that's a little more lenient than the J. When the HUDZ purchased, this parcel was actually part of the business. And then a few years ago, they carved off a piece, the business did, and sold it to the Nadus. So what they want to do now is rezone it from J to A so that they can consolidate it with their primary residence as part of their yard. And they may use it for something in the future, but right now it protects them by rezoning that to A, since that's directly adjacent to their private home.
Okay, well, that makes sense. Okay, so we'll go ask the committee real quick if they have any questions, and then we'll have public input. Let's see, Alderwoman Davis.
No questions, thank you.
Alderman Cone. Alderwoman Pam Boyd.
I just have one question. So and I'm multitasking. So it's a private resident that they're taking an additional part of the property that was right next to them, correct?
Yes, they have
Okay.
purchased a little piece right next door to them to expand their yard area. And now they just want to consolidate it. So basically they'll just get one tax bill for the whole parcel instead of two separate ones.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Alderman Muhammad. Alderwoman Martin.
No questions, thank you.
Alderwoman Evans.
No questions at this time.
Okay, we're opening up for public comment from the first name, right? Miss Stephanie Nadeau. Is it Nadeau or Nadeau?
You can say it however you like, but my father-in-law says Nadeau like plateau. So,
Gotcha. Well, do you swear or affirm that your testimony will be the truth and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, please proceed.
I want to thank my Alderman Narayan and Mary Burton for speaking on our behalf today very much. Everything that they said is spot on. We purchased this parcel of our property in 2008. And essentially it is our side yard. We refer to it as our side yard. It's a very small piece of property. And it currently has grass, and we planted some trees. And we have a small portion of our driveway where we park our cars in that area. And we wanted to consolidate that. We get two tax bills. So we wanted to consolidate that. And I had really no idea about this rezoning process until we looked into consolidating that so we would get only one tax bill. So that's the primary spirit, the intent of our request. And then we've lived here 20 years, and we're looking at what our options are to stay here and expand on our house. And so making sure that we have our properties consolidated at one as a single family residential unit, that just allows us to have everything tidy, if you will, and for our home.
Okay. Well, thank you. I just have one curious question. How complicated, notwithstanding we had to do the zoning, which makes it a little complicated, but to consolidate two parcels into one?
I have no idea the answer to that. We have to do this process first. I know that we had to contact the survey company that when we purchased the property, that they came out and they surveyed, and we went through that whole thing, and we contacted them again, and they were very helpful in just getting this process started for us. So I'm Mary and her office have been amazing also in explaining everything to us. We're just city residents. We're typical city residents. I work in behavioral health care, so I can talk to you all day long about mental health, but this is all new to us. I'm hoping that the process goes pretty smoothly after this, but we're not in a big hurry. We've been here 20 years, and it's something that we need to do. We anticipate being here longer.
Okay. Well, I see Mary has her hand up. She'll probably give us clarity.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I can expand a little bit on the consolidation process if you'd like.
Sure.
Okay, so that process, the application starts with BPS. It does get routed around to a few different departments. For instance, if there was a street a curb cut involved, it would go to the street department. It always gets routed to the zoning department because you're not allowed to consolidate parcels that are zoned differently. So that's exactly how this got to a rezoning. But if this was already, or when this is already rezoned and they begin the consolidation process, it should go pretty smoothly for them. Once they make the application at BPS, it takes only about 2 to 3 weeks for BPS to put that on an agenda and vote on it. It doesn't have to go through the legislative process, like an alley vacation or a street vacation or something like that. So it goes pretty smoothly. The longest part is just doing the rezoning, what we're doing right now.
And is there a cost associated with property owners consolidating the side yard with the residents?
I'm sure there is a application fee. I'm just not exactly sure what it is because that starts with BPS. So you would pay your fee and submit your application there, and then they farm it out to the different departments.
Okay, well, thank you. I'll go around one more time since I kind of add a little extra if any committee member have questions about anything that has been said. Alderwoman Davis.
No, thank you.
Alderman Cone. Alderwoman Pam Boyd.
No, just learn a new process today. Thank you.
All right, Alderman Muhammad.
No, thank you, Mr. Chair.
Oh, you're there. Thank you. Right on. Alderwoman Martin.
No questions, thank you.
Alderwoman Evans.
No questions.
Okay, Alderman Narayan, you are recognized to close on Board Bill 133.
Thank you, Chairman, members of the committee. At this point, I would move to pass 133 out of HUDZ with a do pass recommendation.
So moved.
Can we
Second.
get? Okay, so it's been moved and second, moved by Alderman Narayan, second by Alderwoman Evans. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderwoman Davis,
Aye.
Alderman Cone, Alderman Coder, Alderwoman Boyd,
Aye.
Alderman Muhammad,
Aye.
Alderwoman Martin, Alderman Narayan,
Aye.
Alderwoman Evans,
Aye.
Chairman Boyd,
Aye.
7 aye votes.
By your vote, you have passed Board Bill 133 out of committee with a do pass recommendation. Alderman Muhammad, can we see your video? Want to make sure we see your smiling face this morning, so we know that's you. Alderman Muhammad. Okay, so the rule is, because I want to make sure that we're always in compliance. If you're going to vote, you must show your video. That is a state of Missouri requirement. That's not a Jeffrey Boyd, chairman of committee requirement. So, Madam Clerk, please remove Collins Muhammad vote from the roll. The next meeting we will have is January the 18th. So I'll go around. If anybody asks, just raise your hand if you have any announcements, and then we're going to adjourn. Seeing no hands. Wow, you guys making it real easy today. Ms. Nadeau, congratulations on this zoning approval. Well, it has to go to the full board, but I'm sure Alderman Narayan will have no problem getting support for this. With that, everybody have a wonderful holiday season. Well, I'll see some of you guys tomorrow, but Ms. Nadeau, have a wonderful holiday season.
Thank you very much.
We're
And
gonna
everyone
consider
be
the HUDZ.
safe.
Yes, ma'am. We're gonna adjourn the HUDZ meeting for today, December the 7th. Take care, everybody.